wants to race through the skies to get what I want, to reach what I need. Part of my soul wants to race through the skies to get what I want, to reach what I need. On the top of the mountain, my troubles so small, I reach so high to embrace it all. On the top of the mountain, my troubles so small, I reach so high to embrace it all. Embrace it all.
Om Shanti. Today is 19 February 2022. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. Essence. Sweet children, always maintain the intoxication that the Father, the ocean of knowledge, has given you knowledge and made you into spinners of the discus of self-realization and seeds of the three aspects of time. You are Brahmins who belong to the clan of Brahma. So what is this? Maintain intoxication. Because we are getting this knowledge from direct Supreme Soul. So it is very biggest thing whom all the world is searching in devotion. But we have found, we have got the Father. So He has given you knowledge and made you into spinners of the discus of self-realization. So during this cycle, how we have played our part. We see our part during meditation. So we check ourselves how we were. We were like deity, then we become devotees. Then now at the end, we became so unhappy and we got a God in this confluence age. So we need to spin this cycle in our mind. So we are spinners now. So God had made us spinners of the discus of self-realization and seers of three aspects of time cycle, like beginning, in beginning, in golden age, how we were, in middle, in copper age, how we were, and at the last. Now the time is confluence age, how we are now. So these are three aspects. So we know that you are Brahmin who belong to the clan of Brahma. The question is, how is it that you children become multi-million times fortunate as soon as you become Brahmins? How is it that you children become multi-million times fortunate as soon as you become Brahmins? So, answer is to become a Brahmin means to attain liberation in life in a second. So, liberation in life means the life is free from vices and the life with blessing of God will be happy and peaceful life. So to become a Brahmin means to attain liberation in life in a second. The 1 second we got a faith that the direct supreme soul is giving us knowledge. So the faith of a 1 second make us in this life liberation in life. As soon as you become a child of the Father, you receive a right to the inheritance. You receive a right to the inheritance. So, inheritance is 20 birth of golden age and silver age, but one birth is this confluence age. So, you receive a right to the inheritance. So, liberation in life is your right because we are children of the Father. So, we have right to get a liberation in life. And you are therefore multi-million times fortunate. However, no one in this land of death is even 100 times fortunate. See, listen, Baba is saying, in this world, no one is even 100 times fortunate, and we multi-million times fortunate. So how lucky we are that we got direct God. So there continues to be untimely death. See, Baba is saying no one in this land of death is even 100 times fortunate. There continues to be untimely death. You children are now gaining victory over death. So victory over death we will gain in golden and iron, golden and silver age. But by meditation, our age can be increased because our thoughts will be decreased and quality of thoughts will increase and our breath work or run slowly than earlier. So we now gaining victory over death, you also have the knowledge of the three aspects of time. Shiv Baba is feeling your appearance for 21 births. Right? 21 births is a big thing. Now Baba is saying, Om Shanti, you children understand that you are changing from thorns into lovers. Why thorns? Thorns means what? Not only in this world, the thorns of flowers, but thorns means what? This world is a thorns. This world is a forest of thorns. Why? Because everyone is giving each other or everyone is beating each other thorn. So, sorry, what I want to say is thorns means everyone is giving each other sorrow. So that is called thorns. And in spiritual language. And in this world is vicious world. Every people have lost in vices, in lust. So it is a called thorns, a forest of thorns. You are changing from thorns into flowers. Flowers means now who gives happiness to each other. Flower means who spread the fragrance of divine values. Flower means who are pure. So you are changing from thorns into flowers. That is, you are becoming deities from human beings. You children know that this is a forest of thorns. You now have to go to the garden of flowers. So golden age and silver age are garden of flowers. This Delhi is a, we can say state and we can say city as well. So Delhi is a state and city of India and capital of India. This Delhi was also the land of angels at some point in time, in golden age, in silver age, in some point of time, in time. You children used to rule there in Delhi when you were deities. Some of you ruled as kings or emperors and others were subjects. You all know that this world is now to become a graveyard. So because of this is a world of sorrow and we can say peacelessness. So after some time, this world will be definitely become heaven, but this world is now to become a graveyard. You will make it into the land of angels. You know that the whole world becomes new. Radhe and Krishna and Lakshmi and Narayan used to live on the banks of river Jamuna. It isn't that Radhe and Krishna used to rule. No, Radhe and Krishna came from different kingdoms. The two then married, and on their marriage, they become Lakshmi and Narayan and ruled in that land of angels on the bank of river Jamuna. Now Baba was saying us, this kingdom is very, very old. This kingdom is very old. There continued to be the lineage of the original. Means this kingdom is very rule. It will lineage of the original eternal deity kingdom. Lineage means one after another, one after another. So there continued to be lineage of the original eternal deity kingdom. However, only you children know these things. Only you are creating your land of angels. You are establishing your kingdom. Baba is asking us how we are establishing our kingdom. So with the power of yoga means connection with God, the kingdom of deities was not established through war. The kingdom of deities was not established through war because the deities are called double non-violent. So they can't do any type of violence or war. You have come here to study the power of Raj Yoga. Why we study? To get a power of Raj Yoga, which you also studied 5,000 years ago. Whatever we are listening now, we have listened 5,000 years ago as well. and we will continue to listen after every 5,000 years. You would say, Baba, on this day, in the previous cycle too, we were studying with you. See, we are studying with direct God, with Supreme. Only the children come here. The father cannot talk to anyone except his children. Now, what Baba want to say? When Supreme God Shiv Baba entered in body of Brahma, there was 300, 400 people around him. So they were used to listen the version of gods. But when Baba's children continued to increase, so in different city, different state, different countries, Baba's children continued to increase. So there was one rule made by direct Godfather, who remain celibate, who follow rules for pure food and lot of other rules, only will able to go to in city Abu Road, Madhuban, India, and meet with Supreme Soul in the body of Brahma. So rules made by Supreme Father. So the father cannot talk to you anyone except his children. Means to follow the rules. The father says, I only teach you children. You should be so intoxicated. Why? Because direct God is giving us this knowledge, whom everyone is searching in devotion. The Father is the ocean of knowledge. He alone is called the Lord of knowledge. This means that God, who is the ocean of knowledge, is giving you children knowledge at this time. Now Baba is asking, which knowledge? Which knowledge Baba is giving us? The knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world, means time cycle. Your children become spinners of the discus of self-realization. You are the clan of Brahma, the clan of Vishnu, that rule are neither spinners of the discus of self-realization nor knowers of the three aspects of time. When we will go to in land of Vishnu, or we will go to golden age or silver age, we will not have this knowledge of three aspects of time. We will have no knowledge that we, the soul, are deities. We will go to the copper age, we will be impure, we will go to in vices, and we will be sad. Our 2 degrees, our 4 degrees will be slowly decrease. We don't know anything in that golden and silver age. So that's why the clan of Vishnu that rule are neither spinners of the discus of self-realization nor knowers of the three aspects of time. You are the clan of Brahma and will then become deities. We were the Sun dynasty in Golden Age, then become part of the Moon dynasty in Silver Age, then the Merchant dynasty in Copper Age, and then the Shudra dynasty in Iron Age. Now, we have now become part of the dynasty of Brahma once again when Shiv Baba given this knowledge to us. You truly know that you are spinners of the discus of self-realization. You have the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole world. Means time cycle. It is through this that you will become kings and queens who rule the globe in golden and silver age. This knowledge is for those of all religions. Shiv Baba speaks to everyone. He still speaks to this Brahma. The soul is now listening to him. Now, whatever you're listening, Murli, is the Murli was narrated by Godfather Shiv Baba in between 1936 to 69. So at that time, Brahma Baba was on this earth. So that's why Baba is saying this soul, means Brahma Baba's soul is now listening to him. But at present, Brahma Baba left his body and became an angel. You are now Brahmins. Every human being is a child of Shiv Baba and also a child of Brahma Baba. Brahma is a physical being because he had a body. The great great grandfather, whereas Shiv Baba is everyone's spiritual father. Shiv Baba cannot be called the father of people because he has not his body. Shiv Baba is the father of souls. The father says, I give the people of Bharat their fortune of the kingdom. I make them become like diamonds and constantly happy. So in golden age and silver age, we will like a diamond. And also in confluence age, Baba is making us diamonds, which is no, what we can say, which are flawless. There is no any single flaw in us as diamonds. I make them become like diamonds and constantly happy. I give them the inheritance for 21 births. Then when they become worshippers, from being worthy of worship, in golden and silver age, we were worthy of worship. In copper age and iron age, we become worshippers from being worthy of worship. They begin to defame me. When we become worshippers, we begin to defame God. How we defame him? We have started to tell him omnipresent. We have started to tell him God of Gita. We have started to call Shri Krishna as God of Gita, but actually Shri Krishna is not God of Gita. The father says, your father, am so elevated. We will remember Baba, only 1 minute. Om Shanti. So, what Baba was saying, I, your father, am so elevated. I alone make Bharat into heaven, paradise. You then say that I am omnipresent and defame me. Bharat became heaven 5,000 years ago It is a matter of only yesterday. See, our past was heaven, golden age and silver age. So past is called yesterday. We always say whatever happened yesterday, just forget, just full stop. So for Baba, this time cycle is like a very small. So Baba is saying it is a matter of only yesterday. You used to rule there and there was light there. Now there is darkness. Means there is means in this iron age and copper age, this world. So now there is darkness, but some people think that this is heaven. Why? Because they are so rich. They have a lot of luxurious things. So they think that this is a heaven. The people of Bharat, now Bharat means India, right? So the people of Bharat think that there should be the new Bharat in the new world and that there should be the kingdom of Rama. People consider this world to be new. This is in the drama. It is now the final pomp of Maya. Maya means five vices. So pomp of Maya, that's why people think that this is a heaven. So Baba is saying there is now to be death for the kingdom of Ravan and victory for the kingdom of Rama, God. It isn't the kingdom of Rama and Sita that is called the kingdom of Rama. It isn't the kingdom of Rama and Sita, right? Means Ram and Sita were ruler in Silver Age, but it is not called kingdom of Rama. Means the deity Rama, but Rama means God, supreme soul, who has established the golden age and silver age. So that is called the kingdom of Rama. It is the Sun dynasty kingdom that is called the kingdom of Rama. Means actually Sun dynasty and Moon dynasty, golden age, silver age, both together is called the kingdom of Rama. You have come here to become Sun dynasty, kings and queens. See, why we are listening this knowledge? To become a king and queen, kings and queens, not to become a subjects. But who are not able to remember God constantly or who are not able to follow rules of Shiv Baba, so they cannot win their organs and lot of things. So they become subjects. But Baba is teaching us this Raj Yoga, Raja means king. So teaching us to make a king, but who are not able to follow some things, they become subjects. So this is Raj Yoga. It isn't Brahma or Krishna who is teaching you this knowledge. Only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is teaching it to you. The Father is the purifier. He is the one who makes the whole world into heaven and gives happiness and peace. This Bharat was at first the land of happiness. Everyone comes from the land of peace, means supreme abode. I, the soul, first reside in the land of peace. A soul is not the supreme soul. I, this soul, am part of this Sun dynasty. I then become a warrior, then a merchant, and then a Shudra. I have now come into the Brahmin clan. This is a play about the cycle of the somersault, whatever it is pronunciation. This is a play about the cycle of the somersault. First of all, there is the top note of Brahmins, then the deities, and then the warriors. Because we got the knowledge of God directly and we got the God directly. So we are like diamonds, we are top note, and who are deities are like a gold, but we are diamond. So there is a top note of Brahmins, then the deities, and then the warriors. In total, you have to go through 84 births. Children, There is nothing to be confused about in this. You receive liberation in life in a second. As soon as you become the Father's children, you become worthy of the inheritance. As soon as you come out of your mother's womb, you claim your inheritance. Like in this physical world, whenever child come from mother's womb, he or she claim inheritance of their parents. So as soon as we get this knowledge from Shiv Baba, we become worthy of this inheritance given by God. This too is a matter of a second. Janak received liberation in life in a second. It is a stories in devotion, path of devotion about Janak that he received liberation in life in a second. So he is not only one Janak, we all Brahmins who are listening the versions of God, we all are like Janaks because we receive liberation in life in a second. As soon as we get this knowledge, samely we receive the liberation in life. You belong to God, and so you also have a right to liberation in life. You become the master of the land of immortality. This is the land of death. No one else is 100 times fortunate like you. Here there is an untimely death. You are now conquering death. The Father is the death of all deaths. And so you receive such a great inheritance from the Father. You should know about all religions. That is why this picture has been made. A world tree, a cosmic cycle. So that is why this picture has been made. This is a school. Now Baba is asking us, who is teaching you? Who is teaching? Direct Shiv Baba, God. God speaks. Krishna is not teaching you. Krishna is not the ocean of knowledge. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is that. Just a second. Yeah. So, what Baba is saying? Krishna is not the ocean of knowledge. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is that, and He is giving you knowledge. You are the Ganges of knowledge. Ganga is a river. So you are the Ganges of knowledge. Deities don't have this knowledge. They only know that they are soul, but whatever knowledge we are getting, deities do not have that. Only you Brahmins have the knowledge of the three aspects of time. Only you study this knowledge at this time. At this time means only in confluence age. And claim the inheritance. You study Raj Yoga and become kings and queens of heaven. You know that you are conquering death through Baba. There you will have a vision that you are to shed your old body and become a baby again in golden and silver age. There is the example of the snake. What snakes do? He shed his old skin and take a new skin. Samely in golden and silver age, we shed our old body and we become a baby again. All of these examples are for you, like snake and other. This Bharat was the temple of Shiva at first. Means it was golden age and silver age. It used to be the kingdom of living deities whose temples have been built. Right? Shiv Baba comes and creates the temple of Shiva. Ravan means create the temple of Shiva, means golden age and silver age. Ravan then comes in copper age and creates the brothel. The great Pandits means philosophy of devotion. The great Pandits and scholars don't know what Ravan is. What Ravan is? There is not such a demon like Ravan. But Ravan means five vices of woman: lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego. These are five vices of man and five vices of woman, like laziness, hatred, jealousy, right? This type of five vices of woman. So these 10 vices are called Ravan. So great scholars don't know what Ravan is. You know that the kingdom of Ravan continues for half this cycle. There was the kingdom of goddess Lakshmi and God Narayan in Delhi at first. Delhi means actually Delhi will be capital of heaven as well. It is said that 3000 years before Christ, Bharat was heaven. However, they have then forgotten it. Christians have forgotten it. When someone dies, people say that that person has gone to heaven. So Baba is explaining to us, they simply sweeten their mouths by saying that. Now sweeten the mouths means not to eat sweet, but to say good is also called sweeten the mouths. So they simply sweeten their mouths by saying that when Bharat was heaven, rebirth took place in heaven. Now Bharat is hell, and so rebirth is also in hell. The father says, children, do you remember? See, Baba is asking us, children, do you remember that I come every cycle and make you into the masters of heaven? You are now becoming pure from impure. This is the duty of only the one Father. It is in the intellects of all you children, that Shiv Baba, the highest on high, sits here. Sits here means in forehead of Brahma Baba. Sits here and explain to you the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures through Brahma. People have been spending so much on the path of devotion and have become worth shells. The father says, I had palaces studded with diamonds and jewels built for you children in heaven and gave them to you. You then had to come down. The degrees had to decrease. At that time, no one could ascend because it was the time of descending. See, from golden age we have started to descending, but from copper age we started to descending very fastly. So no one could ascend because it was the time of descending. So this ladder is, which we have learned in meditation course. So the ladder is for descending. One can ascend only when Shiv Baba give us lift in coming influence age. At this time, you are the highest of all, the children of God, and you then have to become deities and then warriors. No matter how many donations people make or how much charity they perform, while spending so much on the path of devotion, they have to come down. See, Baba is asking us, when a father give 100 rupees or $100 to their children, then after some time father asks, beta or son, I have given, where you have done that money, where you have spent that money. Similarly, Baba asks you children, I made you so wealthy, So what did you do with all that wealth? Children reply, we built temples to you. See, so what is this, Murli? Shiv Baba is talking with us, and we have to reply God. Children reply, we built temples to you, Shiv Baba. The innocent Lord is now filling your aprons for 21 births. In return, what he takes? Only our vices. So he is taking bad stuff and giving lot of multi-million times good stuff. So Baba is now filling our aprons for 21 births. Baba says, I am your obedient servant, most obedient father, most obedient teacher. See, God is saying us, I am your obedient servant. So it is a very big matter. So how lucky we are. We have to think that. So see, Baba is saying, I'm your most obedient teacher as well. I'm your father from beyond the world, your teacher from beyond the world, and your most obedient Satguru. So Guru means mentor, Satguru means who give us liberation in life and take us in his supreme abode and give the inheritance of heaven, kingdom in heaven. So it's called Satguru, means Satguru. So Satguru, he resides in the world beyond. I will take you back with me. So Satguru means who take back us from this world. So I will take you back with me. No other guru or mentor will take you with him. There is no question of being afraid about this. Because Baba is giving us guarantee that he will take back to us with him. So there is no question of being afraid about this. Each of you children has now received a third eye of knowledge. You see this Baba with those eyes. See, now whenever we do meditation, we cannot see Baba with these two eyes, with these two physical eyes. But we can see a Baba with our third eye, an eye of knowledge or an eye of divine intellect. You see this Baba with those eyes, Shiv Baba can be recognized with the eye of the intellect. You receive your inheritance from Shiv Baba. This Brahma is also receiving the inheritance from Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is the highest on high. Then there are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. And then Brahma and Saraswati, and then Lakshmi and Narayan. That's all. They have created so many pictures. See, in devotion, in path of devotion, people have created so many pictures of deities with 6 or 8 arms, or trunk, or what we say, Hanuman have, I don't know, I'm not remembering Hindi word, but when you will type Hanuman on Google, you will see he has some extra part like monkeys have. So Baba is saying they have created so many pictures. Yeah, I recall tails. Huh? Right? So deity Hanuman, they show he has tail. So there cannot be anyone with 6 or 8 arms or trunk or tails. All of those are the games of the path of devotion and stories. It is a waste of time, a waste of energy, and a waste of money. In fact, the Gita is the jewel of all scriptures, the mother. But which Gita? The knowledge Baba is giving us by this Murli is called Gita, the jewel of all scriptures. But in the path of devotion, the Gita has lot of mixtures of wrong things. That's why Baba says that in Gita, in that devotion world, is true as salt as in the floor, as true as salt in the floor. So in fact, the Gita is the jewel of all scriptures. The mother, they have made a mistake in that too by inserting the name of the child, Shri Krishna, instead of the name of the father, Shiv Baba. This too is in the drama, in cycle. The bestower of salvation for all, the purifier, is only the one father. The other father is Brahma, the father of people, and a third father is your physical father who have given us the birth. For birth after birth, you receive two fathers. One, physical father. Second father is Godfather, father of soul. So for birth after birth, you receive two fathers only. At this time, do you have three fathers? Means one, the physical father. Second is Godfather, the father of souls. And third is supernatural Brahma Baba, people of father of people. There is nothing to be confused about in this. It is said knowledge, devotion, and disinterest. When we get this knowledge and when we give up devotion, we will not know that. It will automatically left devotion from us. So, first step is knowledge. Then, with this knowledge, we will able to leave devotion. And after leaving devotion, we will have disinterest with the path of devotion. We will have disinterest with the with our own body and bodily relationships and bodily things and from all of the old world. So it is said knowledge, devotion, and disinterest. There are two types of disinterest. One is limited and the other is unlimited. Sannyasis means sannyasis who renounce their homes and go away into the forest. They have limited disinterest. Here you renounce the old world with your intellects. It's called unlimited disinterest, and it is the only biggest disinterest. To renounce home and to do devotion and remember Baba, remember God, not Baba, remember God is not a big deal. But to live in this old world and renounce the old world with intellect and remember Baba is such a big deal. That is Hatha Yoga. Who sannyasis do is called Hatha Yoga. Hatha means stubborn. They just do stubborn by leaving their houses or renounce their houses and go away into the forest and they stand on one leg. So they do stubborn. So it is called Hatha Yoga. And this is Raj Yoga. Means to connect God with intellect and mind. Hatha yogis can never teach Raj Yoga. These are very good points that have to be understood. Only at this time do your children change from thorns into flowers. The number one biggest thorn is body consciousness. To understand on self as body is called number one thorn. Only the Father can free you from that. No one else has the power to do it. Acha, well, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada, the spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. Now from us, spiritual children, giving love, remembrance, good morning to the mother, the father, Bapdada. Namaste to our spiritual father. Keep smiling. Thank you, Baba. Essence for Dharana. First point, remove this old world from your intellect and have unlimited disinterest. Remove the evil spirit of body consciousness. Second point, be obedient like the Father and serve everyone. Make others similar to yourself. So how we can make similar to others? Because with this knowledge, we have got lot of peace and happiness. So we have to give this knowledge to others so that they can also get that happiness and peace from Shiv Baba. So in that term, we have to make others similar to yourself. Don't be confused about anything. Because Father will definitely take with him back to Supreme Abode. Now blessing, may you be full of happiness and peace and forget the world of sorrow through having God's love. So when we will have a love with God, then we will definitely get happiness from God. And with happiness and peace, we will be able to forget our sorrow. So to forget sorrow and to be happy and peaceful, we have to be remember God constantly with love. So see, what is explanation? God's love gives you so much happiness that if you become lost in it, you will forget this world of sorrow to have all your desires fulfilled for whatever you want in this life as a sign of God's love. See, one thing I will share you one experience so you will be able to understand. When we want something, but we are not asking to parents or our relatives, or even we are not asking to Shiv Baba, and still our desires fulfilled for whatever we want. So for whatever you want is in this life is a sign of God's love. So we have lot of experience like this. You can also do that experience, and you can do also experiment. So you can do very short experiment. I'm just giving you example. Like you are used to wake up in morning like 8 o'clock. So one day, what you have to do, you have to tell God, Baba, with love. Baba means Father. With love, Baba, just wake up me at 7:45. So to do that, you need to have three type of faiths. One faith that you will wake up surely. Second faith is Baba will definitely wake up me. And third faith is you don't have to put alarm for that. So definitely God wake up us. But if we are not able to wake up, so there will be mistake or our own self. Either we have do not trust on ourselves, either we have no trust on God, on Baba, or either we put an alarm also. So we have to do little small experiment with Baba, with making relationship with him. Like you can make Baba as son as well. So see, whatever you want in this life is sign of God's love. Not only does the Father give us happiness and peace, but he makes each of us into a treasure store of it. So what treasures God have? Lot of powers, lot of virtues he gives us. Just as the Father is the ocean of happiness, not just a river or a pond. In the same way, he makes us children into the master of the treasure store of happiness. See, God is ocean of happiness and he is making us master treasure store of happiness or master of happiness or master ocean of the happiness. So he makes us children into the master of the treasure store of happiness. This is why there is no need to ask for anything, but simply use the treasures you have received in the right way at the appropriate time. Appropriate time. Slogan: hand over the burden of all your responsibilities to the Father and become double light. Hand over the burden of all your responsibilities to the Father, to the God, and become double light. Now, double light means very light, no weight, no weight of burdens. And second light means brightness. So we have to, if we want to be double light, then we have to hand over all burden of responsibilities to the Shiv Baba. Now, invaluable version of Mateshwari ji, Jagadamba, Mama, right? So, title is the unique way of incorporeal God entering the body of corporeal Brahma. Look, God has created his own method. That is, he has fixed his physical body. He takes the support of Father, support of that matter to come here. How else? Baba is asking us, how else would we corporeal human souls sit in the lap of the incorporeal one? God have adopted us, but how we sit in the lap of the incorporeal one? That's why he takes support of corporeal body Brahma Baba, and we can go to in lap of incorporeal and corporeal ones. Means Bap Dada, because Shiv Baba enters in body of Brahma Baba called Bap Dada, so we can take lap of that Bap Dada. This is why God says, I enter this physical form so that you can come into my lap. There is no question of donating anything for this. Just we have to accept God as our Father, and we have to go to in his lap. There is no question of donating anything for this. Simply renounce the 5 vices that have caused you sorrow and made you peaceless. And constantly remember me, the Supreme Soul. Follow my directions in your thoughts, words, and actions. And I will burn away all of your sins and take you to Paramdham, means supreme abode. This is the promise God makes to us souls. We now have to follow his orders. It is not just a matter of saying that he is our mother and father, but it is by fully belonging to him that we receive full attainment. It is by fully belonging to him that we receive full attainment. If we have a superficial relationship with him, we will receive less. Right? one second. If we have super, just a second. If we have superficial relationship, means less relationship with him, we will receive less. Whatever is the father's business is the children's business. Here, there is no question of a divorce. We are children of God, so there is no question of divorce. Divorce happens in husband and wives. So here there is no question of a divorce. Here we will experience that property for 21 generations. Property means inheritance of God. Now we simply have to know that there is no higher authority than him. He is a supreme authority. This is why he says, whoever I am, however I am, remember me in that form. So to remember Baba in that form, in point of light form, we also need to be point of light by mind and intellect. Baba has now fulfilled his duty, and we children now have to fulfill our duty. He has fulfilled his duty by giving us this knowledge. Now we children now have to fulfill our duty by giving this knowledge to others and by remembering God. We have been in vicious unity, that is following the opinions and codes of conduct of vicious claims for birth after birth. And we created even more karmic bondages through that. Now we have to help God in the paralaukic codes of conduct. Paralaukic means beyond physical things. So God in the paralaukic codes, we have to help God in the paralaukic codes of a conduct or supreme code of conduct, codes of conduct. That is, we have to help him in his alaukic task. Alaukic means supernatural task. Our relationship now is with the highest authority. We are the children of the bestower of fortune. He has now come and is giving us knowledge through that physical body, Brahma Baba. Now Baba is asking us, so why should we not pass with honors? Pass with honors means remember Baba and destroy our 63 births sins in remembrance of God. It's called pass with honors. So why should we not pass with honors? We can tell from each one's efforts whether he or she is fortunate or not. We can tell from each one's efforts whether he or she is fortunate or not. If someone goes into God's lap and claims that he or she is an dear child of God, and then divorces him. Divorces means to leave Shiv Baba, to leave this knowledge, and then divorces him. Such a child would be called Basmasur. Now, Basmasur means a devil who burnt himself to death. Death means not a death of body. Death means to leave God, to leave this knowledge, because Baba has adopted us. But if we leave Shiv Baba, means we got a godly death. Not a bodily death, but godly death. So devil who burnt himself to death, if you ascend, you claim a high status, and if you descend, you become Basmasur. You now have to remember who it is you have a relationship with. For even deities desire to have this relationship. Now we have to remember with whom we have relationship. Direct God, Shiv Baba. For even deities desire to have this relationship. Acha, well, okay. Today, even if you have any question, we do not have much time. So we'll remember God. If you have any question or doubt, you can WhatsApp me, because after 10 or 15 minutes, I have another Murli class. So thank you. Om Shanti.
I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free, as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. There may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I can choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. And I'm more loving every moment, every day. I will surrender every moment, every